Sir, you also.
The significant gathering for the discussion and the curtain raiser of the Startup Sphere. As the chairman of Bangalore branch of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, I am thrilled to host this press meet in Bangalore in the presence of our esteemed ICAI president. Today marks just not another event, but a significant event called Startup Sphere, which first time the branch is hosting. Here we discuss about the challenges of the startup ecosystem and the nuances. Rather than me talking it, it would be great our president gives the overview of it. Our president has been the forefront of our ICAI evolution and advocating for excellence, ethics and continuing learning within our profession. Under his leadership, we have seen significant advancement and initiatives that not clearly only but also enhanced our profession but increased our contribution to a broader economic framework. I am excited to hear directly from our president about this significant event and about our institute, his vision, his plans, including the key updates and initiatives that will undoubtedly influence our profession and the stakeholders positively of our country.
The activities going to be there. The activities is exhibitions. We are estimating around 100 exhibitors going to be there. We are estimating around 200 startups definitely going to be there for pitching their, about their companies. We are estimating around 100 investors from Bengaluru itself will be there. We are estimating 2,000 members across India. It's a capital city of the startup. So 2,000 members from the across India, across our branches. We have 176 branches. We are estimating 100 branches are sending the representative and minimum 10 people represented from the each cities to this particular Bengaluru. And we are estimating around 10,000 visitors and along with the participant will be there. We are estimating all the dignitaries like speakers. You can start with the as of now the Minister of Commerce Piyush Goyal has consented, given the consent for to be there. Whatever the portfolio we going to be have after the 5th June. So he consented he going to be there. And we are expecting confirmation from Rajiv Sansekar because he is also local for the startup. And we are estimating a lot of other dignitaries with the government side, various joint secretaries, and Aman Gupta. We already got the confirmation, and we got the confirmation from around 16 to 17 unicorns to be presented on this particular occasion on the Startup Sphere. Why the ICAI? I think there will always be a question. When the IIT, when IIMs can have the startup ecosystem, why not ICAI? ICAI is having the DNA is in their self about the entrepreneurship, and that started in 90s when the the Kumar Mangala Bulla, Anand Rathi, all people got the membership card. That's the entrepreneurship journey started, and we practicing chartered also be entrepreneur. So that's why entrepreneurship is there. Now it's in the different scale in the startup, and I'm hoping that the reason we started in 2018, one of the first program in the startup marathon in 2018. Then the minister.
Startup ecosystem in India has become the third largest in the world. Now in our ecosystem of startups, the valuation methodology is one of the prime factors. Now those startups who want to start the work, take the foreign private equity, and they want to value their enterprise, but many enterprise in the startup ecosystem are not sustainable in the secondary capital market. So that's the valuation methodology is also being a hit. So now the regulators are also changing how to have this valuation methodology in the different yardstick. So that's why they are changing the rule of the game. But now the best part of this startup ecosystem in India is now most of the startups are taking the shareholding from outside India and doing the work here. They are shifting to outside India so that the foreign shareholding can take the control of this startup. Now the situation is reversed. Now they are not taking the shareholding by the foreign entity which are outside India. Most of the startup now being owned by the Indian people, Indian company, so that these startups should be owned and controlled in India. So the reverse gear, the situation has reversed, and that's why in India the startup ecosystem has become so big. We are the third largest startup ecosystem, more than 100 unicorn we have seen in last 3-4 years. So that's why our issue, if you talk about the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, we have 4 lakh members. 1,60,000 in practice, rest are in business, startup and other industry they are working. Our chartered accountant are in most of the financial parameter, financial aspect. You talk about the venture capital, you talk about the investment finance, you talk about the private equity, you talk about the AUM, asset under management by the various venture capital. All these places the chartered accountants are there. So that's why last year under the chairmanship of our Dheeraj Khandelwal, he is the chairman of the MSME Startup Committee of ICAI. We have held one startup sphere in Mumbai in the last year, wherein more than $100 million we have been able to manage or arrange to 75 through investor, where 16 pitches were arranged in the Mumbai. Being very enthusiastic and successful outcome of this startup sphere we have done in Mumbai, we thought, why don't we shift this entire ecosystem to Bengaluru, which is a technological and startup hub in this country. So that's why we have come this year from Mumbai to Bengaluru, where 27, 28, 29 June, we are having this startup sphere, where more than 100 million or 200 million funding we want to manage or arrange for the startups, and more than 10,000 participants we are expecting to be in this entire 3-day event, where more and more members can get the benefit, get the funding, get their ideas can be pitched, and how we can help them as an issue. That is the whole objective of this event, and I hope the kind of speaker lineup in this entire event, our Dheeraj Khandelwal will tell you in detail how in city. So we want to catch hold of them also, because our members, like Mumbai is a financial capital, but technological aspect our focus is more, so that the member who wanted to do some ideas or some innovation in the tax initiative, that we were like AI. Now AI is the buzzword, sustainability is the buzzword. So on these area we want to focus. That's why we have come to Bengaluru.